Okay. So, yes, good morning. How are you, Shivani?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you, ma'am?
I'm also doing great. These days, a bit busy. At the same time, I'm super excited for this conversation as we are meeting after so long. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Same here. Same here, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So, it's Sunday today.
Yeah.
What's your plan?
Oh my goodness. I think today's to-do list is too big and so hectic. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, but because of you, I have completed my what I would say like grooming and all. So that is why yes, a bit complete. Yes.
Oh, then you should thank to me. That because of me, you were
Yes,
able to
yes,
complete almost work in the morning itself. Okay, so maybe
yes, ma'am.
usually you
Quite.
wake up late on Sundays, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because of Sundays, I have no time limit to do work on
Hmm.
time or that time. So that is why uh, our body or our brain, become sluggish. So that is why
Yes.
I do. Hmm.
I understand. Okay. And I think it is the weather is a bit cold for you here as you have recently shifted here and you are not habitual
Yeah.
of this weather.
Hmm. Yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes. Yeah, and ma'am, actually, personally, I'm a kind of person I feel more cold than others. So
Hmm.
that is why.
I
Yeah.
can relate with it. But nowadays, I have improved a bit health wise as I'm
Mhm.
very conscious
Yeah.
now. Earlier, it was like easily, even there is a little cold, I am affected. Like, I'm the first who
Mhm.
is going to get affected by this, and I cannot go out much. I prefer to stay in my
Mm.
room itself in blanket all the time. So, this happens,
Yeah.
but that you can also try, like having now some dry fruits and a lot of
Mhm.
protein or things which can improve your immunity. At the same time you can have
Yeah.
on alternative days you can have tulsi leaf. That's
Uh-huh.
what I
Uh-huh.
have. Yeah, that's what I
Mhm.
have
Yeah,
now.
and
Hmm.
mhm. Yeah, actually, sometime I try lemon tea. So I make lots of spices like clove,
Hmm.
cardamom, and tulsi leaves, lemon, jaggery.
Wow, that will
what we
help.
say dalchini in English. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Okay, that's great then.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so today's topic is the same that I want to discuss about winters.
Oh
Would you
my
love to?
goodness.
But
Yeah,
and
I
yeah,
love.
the last session in writing session I was not able to because I was working, and I
Mhm.
heard you guys talking about all the writing sessions and then speaking, and I guess you were speaking about something and it ended abruptly. Yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was saying there, I think we should thank you to say Rajni ma'am because she always mentioned in
Mhm.
their sessions like, okay, she is or he is the writing, what I would say, writing group member. So that is why
Okay.
we are able to recognize to each other. So yes, that
Hmm.
is why I
Because
was
I
saying.
guess nobody knows about Savita. Other than Savita, I guess
Yeah.
we know each one of us. But I also didn't know who
Mhm.
is Savita. I just used to like
Mhm.
we hear her voice only. That day she connected, and
Mhm.
then I got to know, oh, she is Savita. And then I guess
Yeah,
every
yeah.
member in the group got to know like she is Savita. Her English is good,
Hmm.
and
Yes.
she is really hardworking. She learns every
Yeah.
single day, does a lot of
Hmm.
practices, which is
Yeah.
inspiring. And I'm grateful that these kind of people are connected to me and are in the group.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so shall we start?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Hmm. So
I'm pretty
first, tell
excited.
me, what do you
Yeah.
like the most about winters?
Okay. So I think it's a tough question to find out a particular thing about winter. Like, okay. But yes, I like so many things, but
Mm-hmm.
I would say the most important thing is cozy atmosphere. I like
Hmm.
it. And we feel relaxed, our body feel relaxed, and we don't feel exhausted, irritated, frustrated. So
Mm-hmm.
after awakening, so that is why I love and snuggling with blankets. So I love it.
At the same
Yeah,
time, it
about
makes
winter.
us, lethargic too when we are feeling too
Yeah.
comfortable in that blanket.
Yes, 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 ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Do you
Especially in
prefer?
the morning. Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's a bit difficult to
Yeah,
wake up early in the morning these days,
yeah,
like during winters.
yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer
Yes.
winters or summers and why?
Okay, so personally, and to be very honest, I like winters,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, and why? Because in winter we have lots of things,
Mm-hmm.
and like okay, we can have each and everything because our digestion system works properly, and we can digest due to
Mm-hmm.
weather. If I compare to the summer, so we have to conscious in the summer especially,
Mm-hmm.
so that like we have to hydrate it our body properly. So
Mm-hmm.
that is why I love winter. Yes, that this is my perspective. Yeah.
Mm.
What
Yes.
do you think, ma'am?
But
What do
I
you
think
think? What
as
do
you
you like?
mentioned, yes, as you mentioned that you are the person who is a little weak and feels the cold at the earliest, like when even the minute the cold weather goes decreases, then you feel. The same happens with me, and due to that, I just little don't like winters. Otherwise, I love, because in winters we don't need to go out and do things like as what I do right now. It's possible for me to do at home itself, right? So in
Hmm.
winters I feel like everything is perfect. Sitting in my blanket, I can read for hours, I can just
Yeah.
sleep there, I can then do everything by sitting there only.
Yes.
And during
Hmm.
summers it's a bit difficult to, even because of the heat, it's difficult to maintain.
My
Even
goodness.
go when
Yeah.
we go out, then also it is difficult. In winters it's possible because we can wear the layers of clothes, but in
Yes.
summers it's again we cannot even have that solution of while going out we have to wear
Yes.
one cloth at least, and that is a bit
Yes.
difficult to still maintain when you have to go for shopping or you want to
Yeah.
even visit different places. Always,
Yes,
even
ma'am.
either you can go in the morning itself or in the evening, late night, not at
Yeah,
till
late
6
evening.
7 it is like the heat is burning. So it's difficult, and
Yeah,
that is
the
why I love. I also prefer
yeah,
winters.
yeah. Okay, ma'am.
But in winters, one thing which is I don't love, which is like short days. I feel I run
Ah,
out of
yes,
time.
ma'am.
It's
Yes,
like
ma'am.
we have to. Hmm.
Hmm. I
Okay.
always have complained about it, like days became shorter and I'm not
Mm.
getting that much time for me. So that
Mm.
is why I also, yeah.
Okay. And what is your favorite activity to do during winters?
My favorite activity, I don't think so. Any special activity I do in winters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think my daily routine always same all in all seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, during winters, what I do, yeah, I love to sit in the sunshine, and I
Mm.
love to walk in the means sunshine on the roof. So
Mm.
yes, this I love. Otherwise, I don't do anything special in winters.
It means taking sun bath is what we like the most. Same. I also love
Yes,
that.
yeah,
I have started doing
yeah,
it. Like I work here, I take
yes,
sessions in between. Whenever I have gap of
mhm,
30 minutes, I go out and sit
mhm,
outside and read the book.
yeah,
So it is the best thing to do. Yes. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
What's your ideal way of a way to spend cold winter day that you have mentioned, right? Like your routine
Yes, yes,
remains the same, and then you prefer to go out and have the sun bath.
yes.
Okay. Um does your daily routine changes because of the weather, or the when it decreases, does it affect your daily routine?
Mhm. Yes, definitely it affects because I mentioned earlier, days became shorter, so that is why I'm not getting that much time to practice my English. So that is
Hmm.
why I feel I feel somewhere like down in the dumps, like I'm not giving my much time to English. So yes, I
Hmm.
also share with my friends, and they also have the same perspective or thinking about winter days. Yeah,
Hmm.
especially homemakers or mothers. Yeah.
Oh my god. Whenever people talk about this word, homemakers and moms, it scares me a lot. Like, I don't have any responsibility right now, and always, whenever I hear
Yes.
this word. And the second thing, whenever people say, like, I was working, I was in that field, I was studying, but after marriage, I was not able to pursue that. That also scares me a lot. That I don't want
Yeah.
that thing. I want to do a lot of things in my life after marriage
Mm-hmm.
also. I want to pursue, I want to grow. So these things, a
Yes.
lot, like, they are kind of a disturbance for me. But let's see.
Mm-hmm.
But still, you guys are like able to maintain, and you try always
Yes.
your best to maintain that. Okay.
Yes.
Do
Yes,
you?
ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
No, no, please, ma'am, go ahead. No, no, no. I have no
I was asking,
question.
do you prefer indoor activities or outdoor?
I like both, ma'am. Yes, I feel much cold than others, but still,
Mm,
I want to go outside. I walk during the foggy autumn, and I love to go outside
mm,
because I always cover myself properly. I don't feel like, no, if I cover myself like Ramu Kaka, so people will judge me like how she is looking and all.
relatable.
So that is why I always, yeah, I always cover myself
Mm,
proper. Even I think it's been 20 days or more than 20 days. I have been wearing socks proper every day,
mm,
whole day. I wear. So that is why I don't feel so much sluggish to go outside. So I love both outside activity and inside indoor activity.
And mostly maybe on weekends you prefer to go somewhere in the park, or sit with different, like, if you have friends there. Maybe I don't know if you have here, because you have recently shifted too, so I don't know. But in cities I have seen people,
No.
like, on Sundays they prefer to go to park. When I was there in Jaipur, I used to go to park every Sunday.
Mhm.
And even PGs in schools, in
Mhm.
hostels, every Sunday we have the kind of a rule, or we can say the breakfast time exceeds, like,
Yes.
every single day on weekdays they are like 7
Hmm.
a.m. in the morning we get the breakfast, and on Sundays, on the weekend, we
Yes.
get around
Hmm.
9 or 10. So in PG also it was the same, like on Sundays you get
Yeah.
the breakfast at 9 or 10. And after
Mhm.
that I always used to go to park and sit there and play badminton with. And there on Sundays I have seen the
Mhm.
park is full of people, like everybody is there, every family is there, a lot of
Yeah.
kids are there, babies are there.
Hmm.
So they are just,
Yes.
they take everything with them, like
Yeah.
the bed sheet to sit on, and the things to eat, to fruits,
Yes.
everything they
Snacks.
keep. Yes,
Yeah.
kind of a
Snacks and
picnic,
all. Yeah.
and which
Hmm.
is really great. So there is a
Yes.
Central
Yes.
Park
Just.
in Jaipur that was really big,
Yeah.
and it was always full on weekends, Sundays. Okay, great. So you love both
Hmm.
indoor and outdoor. I also love the same. Here, I right now I'm in
Yes.
the
Yes.
village, so here we
Yeah.
don't have that. Like, I don't need to be all the time indoors. I can any time, because it's not closed
Hmm.
house. You know how in Rajasthan
Hmm.
we what kind of homes we have, especially in villages, and that kind of home I have. I'm not that, like,
Yes.
very
Yes.
closed, and no,
Yeah.
it's a typical home
Hmm.
in a village. So we don't have
Yeah.
that closed
Hmm.
one. So whenever I go out from my room itself, I'm like outdoor, like that. So
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I can
yeah.
resonate with it. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. How do you stay warm and comfortable in winters?
Okay, so keeping myself warm in winters, what
Mm-hmm.
I do, especially I start my mornings with lukewarm water,
Mm-hmm.
and then I cover myself properly with full sweaters, caps, and
Mm-hmm.
socks.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from this, I have some special like dry fruits and all dates every day,
Mm-hmm.
and whole day I drink warm water, not a cold water every day.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from this, what I do, yes, I have jaggery every day because it is also kind of immunity booster. So that is why.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, apart from this, I use room heater as well to keep
Wow.
myself calm, warm. Yes.
I think I
These
would
are
also
things I
need
do.
a heater now because sitting here,
Yes.
I can take classes, I can sit for
Mm-hmm.
many hours here, but my legs start
Yeah.
like it hurts me because
Yes.
of winter. And that
Mm-hmm.
is why I'm feeling too.
Yeah.
I think I will need a heater too because during
Yes, ma'am.
summers I needed the AC because the laptop becomes really
Mm-hmm.
hot if you don't have AC in your room.
Thought.
And because of that,
Yes, yes, yes. Mm.
and then
Yeah.
because of now winter, I think I have to. Otherwise, a few times now I have started as I have also shared that I'm very weak in this. So whenever
Mm.
in the evening or in the early morning I have to take sessions, I sit on my bed and I keep my laptop there. And from there I take classes. And my
Yes.
students are like, ma'am, your background
Yeah.
has changed. I like, no, I have changed the place. I have to sit in my blanket and
Yes.
then take the classes because
Yeah.
late in the
Yes,
night,
ma'am.
like after 7, I feel cold, like my legs, especially my feet.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
That is
Yeah,
why.
yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Personally, yeah, personally, I also feel means more cold in my legs. That is why
Hmm.
sometimes I cover my foot, especially means two pairs of socks, not one
Hmm.
pair. I cover
Hmm.
my feet, and I always wear warm and woolen slippers whole day in my home. So that is
Great.
why. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
You should purchase a room heater, especially during the working
Hmm.
hours.
First, I'll
Yeah.
purchase the warm footwears and then I'll go with
Yes,
that. Like
ma'am.
during,
Yeah,
I think
personally.
December and
Yeah.
January, we will need that heater to, if we
Hmm.
want to
Two
work
months.
by sitting inside only.
Yeah.
Yes, otherwise I'll not be
Yeah.
able to sit for longer hours. Like it's easier to sit for 30 minutes
Yeah.
and then like switch, but if you have to sit for longer hours at
Mm-hmm.
one place, then it becomes a
Yes.
little difficult. Yes, and yes,
Yeah.
drinking a lot of warm water really helps a lot. I also do that. Like I always
Yes.
keep a bottle with
Hmm.
me, and I filled with warm
Hmm.
water always. I don't want to take
Yes.
the risk
Yes,
of
ma'am.
drinking cold water during winters because otherwise, then I'll not be able to work, and I'm the only person who is responsible to all of these things. So I cannot take that
Yes.
risk.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, do you enjoy winter mornings or do you find them challenging?
Yes, personally, I find them challenging because I feel so sluggish and what I would say, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to come out from my blanket during the morning, but I have to because
Mm-hmm.
I have to prepare lunch for my son quite
Mm-hmm.
early. So that is why. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, personally, it's challenging during winter, and I love holidays. Oh my goodness, I love. Oh,
Uh-huh.
today is Sunday, and during the what I would say, during the winter holidays, especially Christmas holidays, I feel so much comfortable because there I cannot. What I would say, I don't have to wake up quite early and all, so that is why.
You don't have to beat the clock according to
Ah,
other
yes.
family members' plan. Like they
Hmm.
have to go
Yes.
school or office, or
Yeah.
then you have to, like, you are also at the
Yes.
same time, like, you are even more responsible than them. They just have to get ready and go. You have to
Yes.
prepare the breakfast.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
okay,
According to their
great.
time, I have to manage each and
Manage.
everything.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I think it is everyone's story during winters. Like everyone will be able to
Hmm.
resonate with it. Like it's difficult to wake up early in the morning. Not even early, around 7, 8 also feel people feel it is challenging to wake up.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. But I sometimes I feel and I think like how people manage who have to go to work and who have to go to office because I don't have to go. So
Hmm.
sometimes it's like if I'm not feeling to sit here, then I sit there in blanket and I take sessions and I can work. And I feel like how people who have to go to office every day, how they wake up, how they get up from the bed and then do things. I don't know how, but the
Yes.
universe has helped me to keep that comfort. I
Yes.
think I should come out of that.
Hmm.
And sometimes when I feel like I want to start things offline and want to, grow that,
Yeah.
expand my
Hmm.
work offline too, and I'll do for sure.
Hmm.
Then I think sometimes, what will I do during these 2 months, December and January? How will I manage? So then I think about the
Yeah.
immunity and all, like I should take care of myself
Hmm.
more now so I can keep. And one more thing is there, like if your mind knows that you have to go, this is your responsibility, maybe
Yes.
then your subconscious automatically, works like that, responds like that, because
Yes.
my mind knows that I have
Hmm.
that comfort, so I can. But if somebody has to go to office,
Yes.
his mind is already ready to do that.
Yeah.
Great. Okay,
Yes.
what's your favorite food or drink to enjoy in winters? Any specific
Okay.
food?
Actually, ma'am, Actually, ma'am, I'm not a foodie person. I always eat
Mm.
like a bird,
Mm.
and I believe live to eat, not to not eat to live. So that
Same.
is why yeah, just I have normal. What I would say dishes, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love to prepare each and everything, whatever my family demands, especially my
Mm.
son. Every
Mm.
day he demands something new, so
Mm.
that is why I prepare lots of things, but especially soups and sometimes what I would say, sometimes like what I would say,
Gajar ka
idli
halwa,
and sambar.
kind
I
of. In
no, I
sweets.
don't like it. Yes,
Mm.
I prepares, but I don't have sweet tooth, so that is why I don't like
Mm.
to have.
Mm.
Yes, so
You are
yes, I
just like
prepare
me.
gajar ka halwa. Yeah, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not that
I
foodie
don't like.
person. I don't live
Yeah,
for eating. No, I just eat. That
yeah.
can make me survive and have energy.
Yes, ma'am.
And I
Yes.
don't love sweets too much. Like I can always have only one piece of everything, like just one piece of,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and I guess
Hmm.
2 to 3 spoons of gajar ka halwa. But the gajar pak which
Hmm.
we
Yes.
make in villages is a different taste. The gajar ka halwa is a different, which has a lot
Hmm.
of ghee and all.
Okay.
But the gajar pak which is
Hmm.
made in the milk, pure milk, and we have kettles at our
Hmm.
home, so we have the pure
Ah,
milk,
yes.
and
Hmm.
we have fields, we have that
Wow.
carrot also itself here. So that is something different, that is something
Hmm.
delicious which I like a lot. Otherwise I eat very less, always just like you, like eat
Hmm.
like a bird, not like a horse. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you mentioned like you enjoy cooking soups and having soups and all. That's what I also love. Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
what other beverages you like hot coffee, hot chocolate, or coffee or tea? No.
I
Wow.
don't. Yeah. Even today, I didn't have anything. Even one glass of water till now. Nothing
Oh
else.
my god.
I don't. Yeah. I
That's
don't
here
love.
I'm
I
a
don't
little
tea or
opposite.
coffee lover.
Here I'm opposite.
Yes, yeah.
Uh,
You mentioned earlier in many sessions like you love tea or coffee,
yeah.
but yeah, sometimes I like to have, but
Mm-hmm.
not not every day, and I'm not into the habit of having tea or coffee.
Mm,
Yes, so that is why I love jaggery and milk. Yes, hot milk and
okay.
jaggery. Yeah.
Okay. I love tea and coffee both hot.
Hmm.
That's what I
Hmm.
always love during winter, summer. Summers
Hmm.
I can have only twice, like in the morning and in the afternoon, because I want to just
My
that
goodness.
rejuvenates me, and it is in my habit now. We can say
Hmm.
I'm a habitual of.
Yeah,
But
that
in
is
winters I can have 4 times, like 4 times the tea, and I
my
love that.
goodness, my goodness,
But mostly we have
my
two
goodness.
times, 2 to 3 times. Like in my home itself,
Mhm,
2 to 3 times. But
mhm.
if in case
Yeah.
somebody comes and have, so I can have a small amount of
Mhm.
it. That's what I
Yeah.
love.
Mhm.
Especially,
Yeah.
made with ginger and all. So that's why I love. Like
Yeah.
that keeps me
Tulsi and all.
warm. Yes, that is
Mhm.
why.
I also
Okay.
love, but
Hmm.
I love, ma'am. But when I go to my hometown, that
Hmm.
time I love tea with my family members. Don't alone. Yeah. So that is why.
Okay. That matters,
Yeah.
when you drink, when you have things with your family. Okay, that becomes a little more
Yes.
special. Okay, have you ever enjoyed snowfall? Have you ever experienced? Wow, how was
Yeah.
it?
Yes. My goodness, it was just kind of what I would say, very beautiful weather. And actually, ma'am, when we are in the snow, so we don't feel so much cold actually.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
feel. Yes, and you can just hold means snowballs in your hand. You can throw, you can play. You
I
don't
never
feel so much cold.
experienced.
So that
Mm.
yeah, uh, Very soon you will.
Hope
Yes.
so.
So
Hmm.
yes, so I felt, and actually, my son doesn't. My son don't. So what I would say, I'm feeling nervous. I don't know why, but yeah, my son actually didn't feel and this cold and snow. So that is why we are planning. But during winter, sometime we become conscious about his health. So that is
Hmm.
why. Otherwise, yes, I experienced snow when I went to visit Manali. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Wow, that's
yeah,
lovely to know about it. I have a little fear
yeah.
also. As I mentioned, I am very prone to it.
No,
That is why. But I would love
uh-huh.
to visit. I would love to experience once. I have seen all the things in
Yeah,
videos and movies. Videos
yes.
nowadays,
Mhm.
like my friends are there in South Korea, so they're also they experience the
Mhm.
snowfall every
My
now and
goodness.
then. Then they
Yeah.
make the videos
Yes.
and they share on WhatsApp
Mhm.
and then they post on Instagram. And then I feel like, oh my
Mhm.
God. At the same time, it gives me the cold feeling that, oh my God, it's too
Yes, I
much,
understand.
like the temperature has went too much down. So it's a bit difficult for us.
Yeah.
We cannot
Mhm.
stay, I
Yeah.
think, in that place. We can just visit,
For
we
a
can just
long time.
go.
Yes,
It's
yes.
difficult to
Yeah.
stay there, right?
Mhm.
I personally feel that I
Yeah.
cannot stay.
Yeah.
I don't know how people are managing there.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, how do you feel about the shorter days and longer nights?
Mm, yes, earlier I mentioned I always have complained about these shorter days,
Mm-hmm.
and but yeah, somewhere I like these days because I'm not that kind of person like okay, every day I need some time for taking rest or taking short nap during the day. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't do this. But yeah, I feel like oh my goodness, it's just finished. Day has finished. Oh my goodness, in no time we feel like oh my goodness,
We don't
means
realize how
after
time
5 o'clock.
flies. Mm.
Yeah, yes, yes. So that is why I also feel, and especially night time, means because of these long nights I waste my time because of when I just when I just went to the bed, because my son is a kind of a boy. He likes to sleep early, and so that is why I also have to spend time with him because he doesn't want to sleep alone. So
Mm.
that is why. And after sitting in a blanket, I don't feel to do anything. I just
Productive.
sometime I read.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't feel, and sometimes I read, but my son always insists me like, "Mama, please switch off the light. Please switch off the
Mm.
light." So that is why, yeah. But so that's why I don't like long nights, especially. So it's just like a wasting of my time. So
Yeah.
yes.
Because of the shorter days, we go into the bed early. Like, we are habitual of going
Hmm.
into the bed around 10 or 11 during summers, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
But when
Yes.
we go
Yes.
early now in winters, we don't get the sleep like early.
Hmm. No.
We start
Hmm.
watching reels. I also do that these days. Reels and shorts
Yeah.
just to pass the time and then
Yes.
get the sleep around the same time, like 10 or 11, you will get the same time. But
Hmm.
before that,
Yeah.
those 2 to 3 hours, it's sometimes it becomes challenging for me to just,
Yes.
spend those hours productively. Somehow I am trying to
Yes.
manage. Sometimes when I have to work, then I focus, but when it comes to just
Hmm.
read or listen to something, listen to podcasts, sometimes it becomes difficult. But yes, if we have the
Yeah.
goal, if we have the mindset and determination, some maybe we will be able to manage it.
Mhm.
Okay. So how
Yes.
do you feel motivated to do the exercise or remain productive throughout the day?
Exercise, actually, ma'am, I maintain my walking, not any other exercises. I do properly. I
Mm-hmm.
always have complained to myself, and I always procrastinate to do like, okay, next day I will do, next day I will do.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why. But yeah, actually every day in the evening time I go downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and the park is just stones through my house. So
Mm-hmm.
that is why my son every day plays in the park, and I walk around the park. So I just maintain my walking,
Mm-hmm.
and sometime I do just for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes breathing exercise.
Mm-hmm.
uh, and just so I don't do for long time exercise and all. Otherwise
Mm-hmm.
I do my all daily chores on my own. Yeah, so
Okay.
this is a kind of exercise as well.
Yeah, when you are working far, yeah, like you have to move faster
Yeah.
because of the
Yes.
shorter
Yeah.
time, then it is an exercise itself. Okay, but in my case I
Yes.
have to maintain, so I have, like, in between I
Hmm.
stopped doing yoga, but I have recently started it again. Every now and then it happens with me, like for a month I'm doing, then
Hmm.
I quit in between, then I
It's
start
good.
again. So
Hmm.
recently I have started again doing yoga because I am becoming a little fatty. Like I have to maintain now,
Hmm.
and at the same time, in order to be more focused, productive, I need to do that. Otherwise, I'll
Yes.
not be able to come out of my blanket, as my mind already knows that
Hmm.
I have the comfort. So I have to make it a little foolish that no, you don't have that comfort. You
Yes.
also need to
Hmm.
focus and become more productive.
Yes.
That is why
Hmm.
I've started.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's it. I wanted to discuss about it. How was it? Did you like? And why?
Oh.
Why were you feeling nervous?
I don't know why, but yeah, actually, I always comfortable before
Hmm.
you. I know I don't feel anything like no, you are my tutor, you are my mentor. No, I don't feel like that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because it's the morning time and my mind
Um,
actually feel unconscious quite some time. So that is why, like, and
mm,
right now I'm
got it.
feeling like that. Hmm.
Got it. Got
Yes,
it.
yes,
Or
I
maybe because
enjoyed,
of the
and
gap also, like in between when we have the
hmm,
gap, then it becomes,
yes.
it is pretty inevitable. I also have experienced it. When there
Yes.
is a gap that I'm
Yes.
not talking to anyone or
Hmm.
I'm not practicing, then I become a
Hmm.
little nervous, or maybe I start feeling that, a little bit of fear or
Yeah.
hesitation. It's pretty normal. Okay,
Yes.
then we can just
Yeah.
wind this session up right here. Thank you so much for connecting to me and for accepting the invitation. It was really lovely talking to you about winters and got to know about yourself a lot, that how you keep during winters, especially, and what kind of person you are.
Mm.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you
Have a
so much,
lovely day.
ma'am. Yeah,
Yeah,
you too, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me here. I always love to talk to you. I
same
always.
here.
Yeah.
Same here. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Bye bye.